guys are weird. Sometimes you say things. Hey, that was not a joke. I did really good at Spelunker. You settle down. I played a very hard original Nintendo game.
I was going to say Spelunky is the game you always talk about. This is a different game.
Spelunky is a great game, and after playing Spelunker, Spelunky took a lot of cues from Spelunker.
Okay.
Spelunker is an NES game. Hard as fucking balls.
Oh, yeah.
But after just like an hour, I already made it past the first level. And it's one of those, if you die, you start fucking over from the beginning of everything. And it was great.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. And I did all right at it. I'm waggling my finger at the microphone. Thank you, I ate donuts. He liked one of my jokes. My really poorly timed stuttering joke. For anyone who hasn't heard it, I'll tell it again.
There's no point in telling any joke after the deadbolt.
Right?
Joke. There's no point. Comedy is dead now. That's the pinnacle.
I'm sorry. The way I would usually start my sets is telling people that I got into stand-up comedy as a way to get over my stuttering, because I used to have a stuttering problem, and getting up on stage and talking to people has really helped smooth that out. And if you're interested, you can go to the Department of Therapies or something. I forget it already. Oh yeah, no, that was it. The Department of Therapies, they have a website. You go to www.com and they'll help you out. That's a funny joke. Because
all right.
It's like I'm stuttering.
I get
But
it.
I got over my stuttering.
I get it. I understand the concept.
Maybe I should explain it to you.
Concept of Humor by Jack Packard.
The
Well,
concept.
you see, it's a book where you explain all of your jokes.
The concept.
Well, you see what the joke here is that the guy, you thought he was going to the farm, but he's really going to his bedroom to fuck his wife.
But social construct tells us that fucking an animal is wrong.
But wait, wedlock? That sounds a little too close to deadbolt.
But see, here's the funny thing about that. Wedlock brings two people together. Deadbolts keep them apart.
It's the best joke. It's the best joke ever.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm just thinking about that joke. I'm thinking about the guy delivering it, because I can see it. I can see the whole thing in my head.
However you're picturing him,
Yeah.
like just picture how a guy who would tell that joke looks.
Yeah.
You're correct.
All right.
You're a 100%. I want to say we were on vacation somewhere, and it was just like the comedy club at the hotel or something, and it was like an all ages thing.
Oh, sure.
You know, it had to be, of course.
Oh, so it's not like somebody you saw on TV. It was just some guy you saw somewhere?
It was some guy I saw live.
Okay.
Absolutely. And he
That makes it even better.
Yeah.
I thought it was like just some random comedy special on TV or something.
No. It was some guy
Okay.
live, and he was billed. Like, it was like he was part of this review show. So he
Yeah.
was a failed stand-up comic
Oh,
that was
man.
doing these crappy, like, resorts or whatever. And, oh, man. Yeah, it was, in hindsight, obviously terrible. But like I said, when you're 14 and like I was and still am such a big fan of stand-up, so it's just like taking in all the stand-up comedy I could. To me, it was like,
Yeah.
it does sound the same, but they mean different things. You know, my mind was blown. I was also a really dumb 14-year-old,
Okay.
if that helps. maybe he was a Neil Hamburger, like an early version of Neil
Oh
Hamburger.
God, Neil Hamburger's great.
Right?
I saw Neil Hamburger perform in Milwaukee, and it was like the. Have you ever seen any of his stand-up?
Yes.
It's like the perfect, like slightly outdated references, like
Yes.
not too outdated. You know, not talking about like 80s stuff, but he was doing like tons of Britney Spears jokes, and it's like perfectly outdated,
Yes.
like the exact right amount.
It's the amount of craftsmanship in his shitty jokes
Yeah.
is remarkable.
Yeah.
And I see some people mentioning like Patton Oswalt's stand-up, and I have an issue with Patton Oswalt's stand-up.
Okay.
I don't think it's stand-up.
What is it?
Storytelling.
Storytelling can't be stand-up?
Storytelling
Lots of
can be
comedians use
stand-up.
that technique.
Yes, and I don't think it's stand-up.
Well, I guess if you have a very limited
Well,
definition
Jack,
of stand-up,
You can
You don't make the rules.
You can make that rule up once you own Webster's. Once you're in charge of Webster's,
I have
you
a
can
goal.
change
stand-up
the
is being in front of
definition.
people and saying things that make them laugh. It doesn't have to be like, take my wife, please.
I think stand-up has a more structured.
Jack,
What?
you're wrong.
Oh,
This is not an argument.
I'm probably.
Yeah.
This is not an argument.
Uh-huh.
This is not a debate. You are wrong.
Stand-up comedy is more structured jokes, and there reaches a point, and some
The most famous and best legendary stand-up comedians do not follow that structure, though. Hacks follow that structure. That's how you end up with like the deadbolt guy.
no. Like Seinfeld
Yeah.
has structured jokes.
Okay.
George Carlin had structured jokes.
He has some. He also tells stories. Richard Pryor told stories.
No. They weave stories through their structured jokes. That's narrating a.
That's the same as what Patton Oswalt does.
I'm okay being a little wrong on this.
A little?
I think they're like, to me. It's probably like the people
Well.
who get upset with me when I call something a roguelike, and they're like, actually, if you look into it, it's not a roguelike. And I get that. This is my thing. I think there's a difference. I think there's a difference. I like Patton Oswalt. I like his stories.
Patton Oswalt's great.
He's a great storyteller.
He's great at going up on stage and saying things that are funny.
That is true. That is true. That is true. That is true. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
You know what? It's not a real stream unless you guys are really mad at me for something. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You know, we all have our things that we're wrong about. Mostly me. But we all have them. A joke is a story with a humorous climax. Spock.
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 Good job, Spock.
Spock. Yeah, and like, I'll agree with you, Jay. Patton Oswalt is a funny guy, and when he is on stage with a microphone, he says funny things. And I enjoy those funny things.
Have you seen? He's actually really good. He gives a really good performance in the movie Young Adults. Have you seen that with Charlize Theron?
No.
It's a really good movie,
Oh,
and
okay.
he's really great in it. And he's also in Big Fan, which was directed by the guy that wrote The Wrestler.
Oh.
Apparently, that guy used to write for the AV Club years ago, but he wrote The Wrestler and he wrote and directed Big Fan. And Patton Oswalt's really good in that too.
That's a darker movie.
Yeah, he's like a sports fan, and he's not, completely socially adept.
Yep.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's a good movie. So yeah, Patton Oswalt should do more acting.
Well, I mean,
I'm sure you've seen because he was on, was it King of Queens, the sitcom that he was a regular on for a while?
Yes.
I've never watched that show, but I've seen the clips on YouTube of, there's like a scene, it's like a party at their house, and Patton Oswalt just stands completely still in the background, staring at nothing for the longest time, the entire scene, and nobody noticed when they were shooting, I guess.
I like that. I think I like that about him. I like that about Patton Oswalt. A little outside that box, yo. Resident Evil versus Silent Hill. I've never played any of the Silent Hill games. Rich and I aren't the biggest horror game fans. I've played the Resident Evil games, and I've disliked most of them. I liked Resident Evil 4, because that was a little more action-orientated.
Aren't they all kind of action?
No.
Or no?
No, well, I mean...
I guess I know the movies more than the games, so... Those amazing movies.
The first Resident Evil game was a very unique thing that I hated it entirely, which is it had fixed cameras, almost as if they were security cameras.
Okay.
But your character moved normally. And so, like, but you would like the camera would be here and your character would walk down the hallway, right? So you'd have to press left to make the character walk down the hallway.
Okay.
But then when you turn the corner, the camera would be here. So you'd have to then walk toward the camera, and so you'd have to like constantly change which direction your character is walking to have that character walk in the same direction.
Okay.
Just frustrating. A nice little mystery game, a little bloated. The first Resident Evil. Resident Evil 4 is great.
I played one of the Resident Evils.
Yeah.
Which one did I play? I don't even know. It was okay. That's my story. No, I don't remember. I was staying at a friend's house. I was out of town and I was crashing at their house, and they were at work all day. So they had a video game system and they had Resident Evil whatever, and so I just played it all day just to kill time. I was like, this is kind of fun.
Do you remember?
It would have been 2000.
Did you play
2010-ish? No, older than that. Maybe like 2008, 2009. So whatever Resident Evil game was big at that time.
Do you remember Spanish in the game?
No.
Were you a white dude?
I don't remember.
You
I don't remember anything about it. I played it for an afternoon to kill some time. I don't remember anything about it. I just remember thinking that it was kind of fun.
All right.
And that's the first and only time I've ever played any Resident Evil games.
There you go. You know what? There you go. How about that? How you doing, Rich?
Pretty good. Feeling confident.
Feeling confident. Where are you?
It's the last
In space.
last sector before the
Thanks,
boss.
Jay.
I think maybe there's one more. Maybe I lost track. I think this is the last one before the boss.
Oh,
Oh my god.
this is... You've made it far enough to at least... No matter if you beat the mothership or not, you've redeemed yourself from Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday's pathetic. Oh.
Were you playing this on Sunday?
Yes. I was playing a few things, and I suck at all of them.
Oh.
He blamed me, shit-talking Farscape.
Well, that seems pretty
That is what
pretty
happened.
reasonable. Sure.
Oh my god, and I'm sorry guys, I forgot to tweet again. I forgot to tweet that we were streaming. I apologize.
Oh my god.
We were...
So we got like almost 800 people without any sort of notification?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I mean,
You know when we stream.
this is... I mean, I tweeted this afternoon what time we were streaming about. But I did not tweet at the start of the stream, and I do... I'm checking my Twitter now, and I really do apologize for that. Thank you guys for coming out anyway. Because you know when we stream. Also, apparently we missed a sub. Tears HTML. TYRS HTML. Very sorry, but we really appreciate you subscribing. I don't know if you've been subscribing for months or not. I'm sorry. I didn't see it. I didn't see it, but I'm sorry. but we appreciate you subscribing. Did I miss any more while I was apologizing for missing one? I don't know. Operation Turtle Strike says Jack.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh, okay.
How wacky.
Right?
Everything's so wacky.
Everything is so wacky.
How did you see that amidst all the spam that we're clearly ignoring? How
That's
did
the
you
weird-
find that comment?
I'm reading in between the lines. That's what I'm doing.
I guess me saying that is kind of the answer to the spam, isn't it?
How weird. Have I seen Danger 5?
Yes.
There you go.
Absolutely.
The answer is yes.
I've heard a little bit about Danger 5. I don't know what it is. Does anyone know what it is?
It's that thing.
I've heard
It's called Danger 5.
I want to say it's a TV show, like a British show or something. I don't know.
I've heard of it. Yes, I have not. Maybe I've seen it. Is it just is it a 2-minute internet video? Then yes, I've seen it.
No, I think it's a TV show. I don't think it's an American TV show, but I think it's a show.
Yeah.
I think. So the answer is clearly we're all big fans of Danger 5.
It's better than Danger 4.
It's all been downhill since Danger 3.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Most series, like, you get to 3 and that's where it kind of peaks. And then,
Right.
Then they're just
First-
milking it.
First third of Danger 3 was alright. That was before Cousin Larry showed up.
Oh, Cousin Larry.
Cousin Larry.
Come on.
Bad Cousin Larry.
Does anyone remember Danger Mouse?
Yes.
Did you know the Danger Mouse cartoon that was made in the 80s was done by John Kricfalusi, the guy that did Ren and Stimpy?
No, I did
Before
not know
Ren
that.
and Stimpy,
Really?
he did Danger Mouse.
Huh.
And
Big
when
difference.
when you said, "Do you remember Danger Mouse?" I thought you were talking about the electronic producer who made the Gorillaz album.
I wasn't.
Danger Mouse.
I don't know what that is.
He was in.
No, I'm not Danger Mouse. Mighty Mouse is what I'm thinking of.
There we go.
Fuck.
You
The
were
guy that
thinking-
ran the 80s cartoon of Mighty Mouse, which was, of course, been around for much longer than that, but he did the 80s iteration of it. He went on to do Ren and Stimpy.
See, you were subconsciously thinking about the Gorillaz.
I was. I like the Gorillaz. I don't have any of their albums, but what I've heard I like.
I believe it was Danger Mouse that did their second album.
Okay.
That's all I know. I want to say Dan the Automator produced their first. I don't know.
You
if
just
that's
saying
true.
words now.
I also I don't know nothing about nothing.
I'm typing a message. It's a secret message. Oh, Dick Neutral. Ralph Bakshi had something to do with Mighty Mouse, too? Well, that's even more amazing. I need to go back and revisit that. I won't. But I should.
I appreciate your honesty.
There are things like that where it's like, I love this as a kid, but I know if I go back to revisit it, it's not going to be worth my time. Even if it's good, I don't think it will be. all of Pee-wee's Playhouse is on Netflix right now, which is a great show and meant a lot to me as a kid. But I know, I mean, I'm sure it holds up for what it is. But as someone my age, I just can't imagine just sitting around watching Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Oh, apparently Danger Mouse was a kids' TV show back in the day.
Yeah, I remember. That's why I was thinking.
Why would you doubt us? We both said, "Oh yeah, I remember that thing."
But I meant Mighty Mouse.
Oh no, there was a Danger Mouse.
There was a
Definitely,
Danger
yes.
Mouse in addition to that, but
Right.
I was confused.
Okay, Jay was confused.
There's
I
multiple things called Danger Mouse.
And also, I was typing, and I don't have the mental fortitude to type and listen at the same time. So I haven't heard a word you guys said for the past minute and a half. 2
Okay.
minutes. So. So that's all I got. Welcome
Shit's getting weird.
to the breathing channel.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oxygen, Jack.
The Oxygen Channel. That is a channel.
You missed
Ah,
it.
you blew it.
Missed it.
You guys, I blew it. I 100% blew it, and I acknowledge that I blew it.
I'm kicking so much ass that my wrist is getting sore.
That's great.
That's how much ass I'm kicking. I'm putting my hand in like an awkward position to use this mouse on the couch.
Yeah.
I'm now breaking out my lap desk, my makeshift lap desk, which is a board and a pillow.
This is something. And Rich brings this board. Did you bring it from home, or is this just something that's here?
It's from home. It's what I use at home.
There is just a piece of wood that Rich brings from home.
Really? I thought that was just shit that was laying around the studio.
No, this is
You have
this
a
is
designated piece of junk wood
that I
you
use
bring?
as a mouse pad on my lap.
Okay.
It's a shelf for my desk that I don't use.
Right.
All right.
What's the big deal? This works. This is functional.
It is.
It
We
is.
have tons of
Snickering.
just pieces of wood at the studio that you could use.
Just grab it. It's right by my desk. I use it all the time for this kind of stuff.
All right.
It's
weird.
It's a just because it's.
All right, it's so weird. I'm losing my game because I'm talking to you, Schmucks.
Well, don't talk to us.
I'm gonna lose a game now. What do I need to do? That and this. Then you need to go
And yeah,
here.
do it. You know what? Just do it. What?
What?
Wow.
What are you wedding about?
Oh,
Don't dote about things you don't like.
no, they're saying we need to get on the trolley
Oh.
and just let you use the piece of wood. I agree.
Fuck.
I agree. Oh yes, we did set up a previously recorded Steam
Yeah.
account. Previously recorded.rlm@gmail.com. If you send game gifts to that email address, we will receive them. To that email address and no other.
What is happening?
I don't know. You know what? I don't know. Did you hear about how upset people are about the WWE thing? Have you been seeing that?
The WWE thing?
Yeah.
No.
What are they doing or not doing that they should be doing or not doing?
Do you remember there was a little bit of that SmackDown or Royal Rumble or whatever
I
happening?
haven't watched since Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. Well, we happened to be out the other night at a bar that was playing the Royal Rumble, so
Yes.
it's related to that.
Okay.
Is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Apparently, whoever won that was not who the majority of fans thought was going to win or who wanted to win.
Okay.
And so people are so upset that the fake wrestler that they wanted to win didn't win that they've been canceling their subscriptions.
Okay.
This is it.
That's... So not like there was no cheating involved, obviously, because wrestling's fake.
Right.
But it was just, we're upset that the outcome of this is not what we wanted.
Yep.
Okay.
So who won
That's
that
it.
shouldn't have won?
Some guy won.
The big guy won.
The big guy who wears a lot of black won, and everyone wanted the doofy guy with the beard to win.
You know, you don't always get what you want.
No. And you're not the writer of the show. Just because your show didn't turn out the way you wanted it to, fuck, man.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
Lost fucking blew it. That show blew it, but whatever.
But they brought it back.
What do you mean they brought it back?
Oh, that's right. You didn't like the ending of Lost. I like the ending of Lost.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I hated the ending of Lost.
That was a great ending. Everyone's friends and happy together forever. They all love each other.
It's bullshit.
They all love each other, Jay.
That's great. Good for them.
You know, they're loving.
But that's the thing. Like, I know there are some people that will defend the ending of Lost, but a lot of people hated it.
Yes.
And it's like, well, that was it. What do you want them to do? Go back and reshoot the ending?
Exactly. Exactly. So there's this huge thing, and people are pissing and moaning.
So what do they want? Do they want a rematch where they get the results that they want? It's all fucking fake. Like, who gives a shit?
Jay, tell us it like it is.
They'll do a rematch, and then everyone will get what they want, but the only reason they got it is because they want... Like, who cares?
Yep.
That's the weirdest thing to be upset about.
Yes. Yes, it's
I mean, I'm not a
strange.
wrestling fan, and I know some wrestling fans are very passionate about it, but still, I think most sane wrestling fans understand what it is.
That there's a story that happens, and
Yeah.
there are characters and whatnot, and who's it, and
Yeah.
yeah. I know it's been this huge deal, especially and it's from a slightly more interesting perspective is now that fans are paying a monthly subscription, they feel slightly more entitled.
Oh, that happens, yeah.
And it's just like you're paying to watch the thing that they produce.
Yeah.
There's no guarantee that your favorite wrestler will win.
Right. Right.
You know. Yep.
Yeah, paying for a subscription does not make you a part of the creative process.
No, you are.
So I guess if you are upset and you want to stop paying for that subscription, that's the answer,
Yes.
I guess, when you put it that way. But, like, again, like, what do they want? A rematch? Like, I don't know.
Well, it's just
This
like
time the results are rigged the way you want.
yeah, but then
That'll be
you'll
their
just,
new slogan. For
Yeah.
the next,
you'll
for the
just
next
get
season.
another group of people upset now that their guy
Exactly,
didn't win. There's
yeah.
no winning.
Yeah.
This is the real thing.
WWE rigged the way you want.
No, and by the way, I don't know what I'm talking about. For
We did see some of the Royal Rumble on the television.
we did see some of it, and I've been trying to catch up to the news, but I read so much of these articles about professional wrestling, and it makes me cry.
This week on Raw, that wrestler you like, Riff Biffington, pretends to win a championship.
We're gonna go out there, and we're gonna win the champion. I'm gonna throw this guy over the rope. Oh!
And then he's gonna cushion himself on the way down with his arms. I'm not gonna throw him that hard!
Oh my god.
I respect the athleticism of professional wrestlers.
Westlift?
I expect
Professional-
the professionalism of professional wrestling.
Professional wrestlers are really strong, and I like that about them. No, the athleticism of professional wrestlers. It takes a lot of skill to
It
do
takes
the
skill to
moves.
do what they do, absolutely.
I'm not bashing wrestling fans. I just know nothing about wrestling, and I've been trying to decipher why people are so upset. And what it seems to me, it boils down to a guy didn't win that I wanted to win.
Okay.
So
Oh, are people in the chat saying that's wrong?
I'm sure it's more intricate than that because they're wrestling fans.
Oh, sure.
But
No.
yeah. Oh, you made it to the final level.
Yes, it did.
Oh yeah.
This is where shit gets real. Unlike wrestling, where shit gets fake.
It's true. But everyone knows that now. Like, there's no secret now. Like,
Yeah.
for a while.
The funny thing though is like there are people that are really into wrestling and they appreciate it for the things you said, like the skill and the athleticism of what they do, even though it is fake.
Mhm.
The best are the people that are really into wrestling that then get told by somebody that isn't a wrestling fan, like, you know wrestling's fake, right? As if they don't know at this point.
Right, like you're talking to a grown ass man.
Yeah.
He's like, what?
What?
The Gravedigger? The Gravedigger is not real? Right? Right.
Just like related to that, did you know that Boyhood? Did you know that movie took 12 years to make? 12 years, Jack. Did you know that?
That sounds like an amazingly long time.
I mean, it was only like a week every year, but that 12 years.
I have so little fucks for Boyhood. I appreciate all of your jokes.
The only reason we keep doing it at this point, that people are like, you guys must be really butthurt that no one agrees with your... Like, no, it's not even that. It's just, we just think it's funny to keep going on about it.
Like, I don't care about awards.
Yeah.
I don't care about this stupid art house movie. I'm sure it's fine.
The first 2 hours are okay, and then it keeps going.
Then I would
And
probably
then he turns
hate it.
into a miserable twerp.
Yeah. I have a very low tolerance for art house movies. And from what...
It's not even that. Like, it's not like some abstract movie. I mean, it's very straightforward. It's overly simplistic. And that's the thing, and that's Richard Linklater is like that, where he just makes these very, very simple, characters doing stuff.
Right.
Like the Before Sunrise, Before Sunset movies. And I like those, because I like those characters. I don't like the kid in Boyhood.
I don't like her.
But it's now, it's like people are making it seem like, oh, it's this epic journey of a boy growing into a young man. And it's like, no, it's another Richard Linklater movie where it's just some people doing things. Like, it's like people have changed their perception on it because it was shot over such a long period of time. And I don't know. I'm done with Boyhood.
You just don't get it, man.
I guess I don't get
Well,
it.
that's what they're saying is when did you guys start shooting the first trailer for Space Cop? How can we start?
Oh, man.
How can we start?
Oh, no. I know what our first full trailer is going to be. When was the first Space Cop? 2008
Hold on.
or 2009?
I'm going
right
to,
around there.
I'm going to your YouTube right now.
Well, that's not accurate though, as far as when that trailer was uploaded.
Oh, okay.
We shot it after they recovered, so I want to say it was around 2009.
Okay.
So not 12 years, but
But
we can still
we're starting the
advertise it as
marketing
being
machine.
yeah.
So it's 50. So six years.
Yeah,
In the making.
6 years. Did you know it took 6 years to make Space Cop?
It took 6 years to make Space Cop.
It's only half the amount of time it took to make Boyhood.
That's right. Space Cop is half as good as Boyhood.
So by definition, Boyhood will be twice as good as Space
You know,
Cop.
I'll take that.
Yeah. Well, and for anyone, I see some people going, wait, it took 6 years to make? They started filming the original trailer.
No,
or
well,
the-
we shot the original Space Cop. We shot a day and a half on it,
Right.
and everything fell apart, and it was a disaster. Rich's eye swelled shut from cat allergies,
Right.
and people that were supposed to show up for shoots didn't. Things were much more slapdash back then, and it just fell apart. So that was the original Space Cop was a day and a half in 2008 or 2009.
Right. So now to the current
The
incarnation.
current Space Cop, the first shoot was in September of last year.
Okay.
Well, no, not last year. Last year's 2014, so
Yeah.
September of 2013.
Okay.
So, a little over a year.
Here,
Amidst doing other things.
Hey.
Oh, sorry.
Hey.
I'm sorry.
I thought you were done. I'm sorry. That was my fault. Here, Tatsu! Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for making me interrupt Jay. Now I'm a jerk.
No, you're not.
Here we go, Jack. Here we
Appreciate
go.
it.
Here we
Oh
go.
my god, Mothership.
Uh-oh.
Mothership.
I'm moving in.
You what was that? What? You moving in?
To attack.
Oh, okay.
Attack position.
Oh, I thought that was like a pun for like, you're the mothership, I'm moving in. I don't
It's the mothership. I'm moving. No, it doesn't rhyme at all.
No, I didn't.
What is wrong with
I
you?
didn't. I didn't.
What is wrong with you? Good God, man.
I didn't. That's right. Duke Nukem Forever took 15 years to make. Does that make it the boyhood of video games? Absolutely.
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely.
Eraserhood. Boyhood. Eraserhood. No, someone else pointed this out, but yeah, Eraserhead took like 6 or 7 years to make.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And
that's more impressive to keep track of because you have someone that's supposed to be the same age for the whole movie. You have the Jack Nance character. 7 years. You got to make sure because he has the goofy big hair.
Yeah.
Like you got to keep track of that, and for several years. Also, Eraserhead's amazing, and Boyhood's boring.
That's Pizza Guy. We don't know Half-Life 3 is taking 8 years to make. We don't even know if they're making it. We can't talk about it. We don't even know if they're working on it. A notoriously awaited.
When they announced Half-Life 2, wasn't it like right before they were done? It was like a couple months before anyone even heard they were making it.
No.
I
There
think
were early premieres of Half-Life 2 that people were really disappointed by, so they had to go back to the drawing board.
I kind of remember. Maybe I'm wrong. I remember it being fairly close. The announce to the release.
From what I remember, they announced it, showed some early tests before they updated the source engine. I don't know. You know who will tell us? The chat. I think the chat will tell us. Half-Life 2 leaked early 2003, so they redid parts of it. That's what I thought.
All right.
And it came out in 2004, so maybe we could both be a little right. How about that? No, I thought Odd Mutation. I thought I remember the Half-Life 2 early leaks being like unfinished or less than like they didn't look good, and so they had to like tighten stuff up and I don't know nothing.
You don't know nothing about no clowns?
What?
I don't know.
Don't know nothing about no ghosts or goblins.
Ghosts
I don't
or
know
goblins?
About no ghosts
Ghosts
or
or
goblins.
goblins.
Ooh, I might be thinking about Team Fortress 2. The original showing of Team Fortress 2 had a very different art style, so they went back to drawing. I don't know. Demo Weasel says, Rich, I picked up XCOM, Enemy Within, and was sucking ass until I saw you backseat game for Jack, so thanks.
This is why I backseat game. I backseat game for the good of everyone.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Who's my favorite superhero? It is Spider-Man!
Oh god, I zipped up my hoodie and now people are wondering if sex is happening.
Oh,
They heard zipping noises.
that's funny. I like Spider-Man.
What?
They asked me who my favorite superhero was. Didn't you hear my song? I sang a little song about how my favorite superhero is Spider-Man.
Everyone's favorite superhero should be Superman.
It should be. It should be. And my second favorite superhero is Space Cop.
Space Cop's not a superhero, he's a space cop.
You know, everyday space cops can be hero Jays.
Well, when you put it that way.
Space cops, space firefighters, space paramedics. These are all everyday
That's
heroes.
true. They are everyday heroes.
Yeah, in space. Everyday heroes in space. Who's my least liked superhero? Superman. Fuck that guy.
Because Superman's boring.
I think so.
Yeah.
Bible man.
Now, is it the Bible Man character, or is it the performance of Bible Man by Willie Ames?
Yes.
That you...
No, I think Superman started out as a neat idea. You know, very simple. Basic strength, right? And then they just kept adding shit. Now he's got laser vision. Now he's got freeze breath. Now he can fly. I don't know.
Did you notice it getting colder in here?
Yes.
Just look, someone turned the fucking heat off. Who did that?
When?
I don't know. I just noticed it was off.
Well, we turned it off when we were filming.
Did you not turn it back on?
Mike turned it off
When did he turn it off?
before we started filming.
Oh, okay. So somebody turned it off because you were filming, and then no one turned it back on.
That's what happened.
Damn it.
That's what happened.
No wonder it's so cold in here. It's so cold in the D. Look that up on YouTube if you haven't seen it. It's amazing. It's my favorite rap song.
It's true.
You've seen it, right?
It's so cold in the deep.
Great. The music video for that just has the best cinematography I've ever seen in a music video. I think I played that on the stream once. One of the New Year's, or one of the December streams, I think.
Elvis Delva says when he was 10, Bible Man came to his church.
Ooh. Was it the real Bible Man, though?
Where did he touch you?
What?
It's a legitimate question.
What? Is that a legitimate question?
No!
He touched him in his heart
Yeah.
and convinced him to do charity work.
Yeah.
Show me where the Bible man touched you.
Bible Man. I love it. I love the concept of Bible Man.
Yeah.
Because I could see an entire group of people really rallying around that idea.
Oh, sure. They made a number of videos about it, so...
You know,
One of our Gorilla Interrupted sequels had a Bible Man character in it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I don't know if we ever gave him a name, but it was supposed to be... It was a reference to Bible Man.
I know at some point he was gonna get hit with some kind of like laser blast or something, and his plastic costume was gonna like melt into his skin and burn him horribly.
Yeah, because he's not a real superhero.
Yeah.
He's just a guy in a costume.
That's great.
Alright, we lost our mantis, but it was for the greater good.
Sure.
It was sacrificed to kill the enemy crew.
Now I just have It's So Cold in the Deep.
I'm so sorry.
Literally, I was just sitting here, like, watching Rich play and just bobbing back and forth, going, It's so cold in the deep. Ugh.
Yep.
That's all night now.
Apparently they played that because they brought back Beavis and Butthead. Do you remember that a few years ago?
No, I don't.
Yeah, MTV brought back Beavis and Butthead, and they apparently watched it on that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think a lot of people are aware of it from that, which I didn't know it was on there. I don't remember how I found it. I think someone showed it to me. But
I mean,
it reached a new level of fame thanks to Beavis and Butthead.
That D gets
It gets cold in the day.
gets a little cold.
Yeah.
So I take it Mike is not coming back to play Dr. Mario.
I think that's the same.
Yes.
Oh, don't even. Why did you even tell them?
Because I prefaced it with not, and so it's not getting anybody's
yeah, but
expectations
now,
up.
But no one would even know that
No
there
one
was a
would even know
possibility
that
if
was
you
a
didn't just mention it.
I want to torture them.
Oh God.
Why? Haven't we tortured them
Something
enough?
to talk about. It's fine. It's fine.
Once again, Mike has mentioned his want to play Dr. Mario, and then completely flaked out.
Well, you know, things happen.
But then why even mention it?
Yeah.
It's okay. I knew that he wasn't coming back. As soon as he said, yeah, we might come back, I said, okay,
Yeah.
Mike. Sure you will. And anything you say, buddy.
On the bright side, I'm having a great game.
You're doing it.
I didn't need to go to that store to resupply.
That's great.
I'm good.
Oh my God, you
I'm
really are
good.
doing great.
Did lose my mantis. But
Are you finishing that thought?
what? No, I'm not.
Okay,
But things are going well.
there we go.
There you go.
Thank you. I did lose my mantis, but
Oh, whatever. Buzz off.
I'm just
Buzz off, Jack.
Buzz off.
I'll get right on this trolley. Don't you worry.
You the bully in a 90s children's film? Buzz off!
Bully or the villain, like a He-Man villain?
Right.
No, like little kids in elementary school, and one of the kids getting picked on by the bully.
There was a He-Man
Bully.
character called Buzz Off, though. It was a
Oh,
giant-
was there?
It was a giant bee-man.
Oh, I had him. I didn't realize that was his name. I remember having him.
I think it was Buzz Off. What else would it be?
I don't know if that's right, but I know I had the giant bee man.
Beor?
Beor?
I don't know.
I'm gonna Google bee He-Man character. What do we come up with here? Buzz Off. Yeah, that's his name.
Good.
I totally had that guy. I did not realize that was his name.
You want Rich to take power out of autopilot?
You can't.
You can't. That wouldn't do anything. What the fuck? And you might not know the game. So all the stuff on the lower left side of the screen is interchangeable. All of those green power squares you can reorganize to give more power to some systems and take power away. All the green power squares on the lower right-hand side, that's a one-time buy. You cannot redistribute that. The more you know. Big, fat, fatty, fat. Thank you for subscribing. We very much appreciate it.
I find that name offensive.
Yeah?
That's fat shaming.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got a big problem with that.
Yeah?
No. I feel like that's a reference to something. Big fatty fat.
Queen. Fat Bottom Girls. No, not Fatty Fat. Sorry, the name. What was his name? The guy who subscribed?
Big fatty fat.
Big,
Something-
fat, fatty, fat. I mean, Such a Naughty Nanny, Left Alone with Big Fat Fatty.
Big Fat Fatty is what I'm thinking of.
Could be. You know.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, could
Big
be.
Fat Fatty. Not Fatty. Fatty, not Fatty. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah.
What?
The lyrics sound similar, but not quite identical.
Okay.
Big Fat Fanny. Big Fat Fatty. Fatty Fat Fat. These things all...
You're talking. Diet Dr. Awesome. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for coming back for 2 months. We appreciate it. It might have been a reference to something, but you know, who knows? Who knows? Queen's great.
Yeah.
All
Somebody
the
saying
time.
otherwise?
I remember, who was I talking to? I want to say it was Mike. We were having this conversation with Mike about Queen, and he's like, everyone remembers Queen's hits, but, you know, no one remembers their B-sides or their lower stuff. And I was like, those are still great songs. Who cares if people don't remember them? They're awesome.
Yeah. Well, that's the case with most bands. They have the popular songs, and they have the songs that, you know, the people that pay more attention listen to.
Absolutely.
That's every big band.
Right?
I don't know.
Didn't make no sense.
Oh, big fatty fat says, I'm not fat shaming, I'm the fat.
No.
Oh. Well, we have been spending most of the stream talking about vegetables.
Remember that? Remember when we were talking about vegetables?
That was a weird time. A good time. But really, with just some moderate exercise and diet changes, you too can be a sexy skeleton.
A sexleton?
Ooh. That's what you call a prostitute skeleton.
A sexleton. Okay.
My army of sexletons will fuck all of the dreadnoughts to death.
This is the worst idea for a children's show I've ever heard.
Is that basically your Skeletor?
Yeah, it was a little Skeletor.
Yeah. Hey, man. I'm an ineffective villain.
How am I holding this sword? I have no muscle.
He had plenty of muscles, just not in his face.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he did have muscles.
He had beefcake. Oh,
That's
you're
true.
right.
He wasn't actually a skeleton.
You're
he was
right.
a skeleton head.
You're right.
He had beefcake, is that what you said?
That is what I said. He had beefcake.
He had beefcake.
Yeah, he had beefcake.
He did have beefcake.
It's getting a little late. You shot a thing.
It's okay, I'm almost
We've
done.
been talking about vegetables. Shit's getting crazy.
It's true. You know what's really good? Speaking of healthy foods,
What?
there's these things called beanitos. It's chips made out of black beans.
Is that true?
Yeah, they're delicious.
I fucking love that. I'm down.
Yeah,
I love black
they got them at
beans.
the Pick and Save. They're really good. I get the chipotle barbecue. Yeah,
Oof.
chips made from black beans.
I'm Googling.
You're looking
it.
for a healthy-ish snack?
Bean
Beanitos.
Eatos. Oh my god. Save order.
Those or the sweet potato corn chips are really good.
Not a big sweet potato.
Not big on sweet potatoes?
Not a big sweet potato.
Oh, sweet potatoes are fucking great.
I think they're super gross
Really?
all the time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No, I like sweet potatoes.
That's okay. I accept that you have a different palate than I do.
A lot of people like sweet potato. I never got them.
No?
I think I had an unfortunate incident as a younger person with sweet potatoes,
Okay.
where like we never had them
Yeah.
because apparently my mom just didn't make them. So at a Thanksgiving dinner, there were sweet potatoes, and in my head, because I didn't know what they were, I just thought they were regular potatoes. So I
Oh.
took regular mashed potatoes and sweet potatoes, mixed them together,
Oh, that's weird.
and took a big scoopful, and it ruined everything.
Oh,
sweet
God.
potato wise. So I think I still have that linger.
Okay. See, I found like at family gatherings, like Thanksgiving and stuff.
Yeah.
Whoever makes the sweet potato, whatever dish, it's always mashed sweet potatoes, but they always add like sugar and like brown sugar,
And,
and
like,
it becomes like
marshmallows on top.
it becomes like the super sweet, almost like dessert dish.
Yeah.
And like I don't like that. Like I don't like super sweet things anyway.
Uh-huh.
Like I just like chop up sweet potatoes, and just sear them in a pan and eat them. And it's fucking
Crazy.
delicious.
That's crazy. Tom.
Nah, it's really good.
I don't understand you.
I don't understand me either. Listen, all I know
Yeah.
is I like sweet potatoes.
Oh, is it more, I thought you were gonna list. Like,
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I just like sweet potatoes.
Great.
I don't know if this is a controversial opinion or not, but
You know it is.
is it?
There's gonna be people who are like, yeah, Jay, sweet potatoes fucking rule. Then there's gonna be like, Jay, you are wrong. and
I lost
here's
all
why."
respect for you because of your stance on sweet potatoes.
How could you, man?
Yes, in Cinnamon, sweet potatoes are low in carbs.
Oh.
That makes them much, much better than mashed potatoes.
Great.
Or any sort of potato.
But they have a horrible sweet taste.
They don't have a sweet taste. They only have a sweet taste if you add fucking marshmallows and sugar to them.
No, it's not. It's not sweet. Like a sweet potato.
They're called sweet potatoes, but they're not sweet.
I'm trying to describe the taste.
It's not a very strong flavor, but I like it.
It's because, like, you know, since then I've had like sweet potatoes and, you know, sweet potato fries, stuff like that.
Yeah.
What is the taste? It's like someone tell me what they taste like. I'm trying to describe for someone who has not had sweet potatoes in a while, which apparently is rich.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how I would describe the taste of it.
How would you describe?
It tastes like sweet potatoes.
Like almost a little carroty?
A little bit, maybe.
Little like a cooked carrot?
Goodbye, mothership.
Yay! You
I
won!
won.
Someone's describing sweet potatoes, they just say, they taste like ass.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think
sweet
so.
potatoes are great.
Sweet potatoes.
I am upset about Jay's opinion on sweet potatoes. That's clever. That's good.
Nailed it.
Good job.
Nailed it.
Who said that? Tim Salmons. Good job. I
Congratulations.
approve of your pun.
Yes. Congratulations.
Now this is redemption.
Yes.
This is
Redemption.
Good job, Rich.
For Sunday. Ooh, yeah, like a mix between a carrot and a nut. That's what a sweet potato is.
Okay.
Carrot, nutty. It's weird. I don't like it. It's weird because
I like them because they're really good for you.
it makes me feel things and think things.
Okay.
And I don't like that.
I see.
I personally am done for the night. Jack, I don't know if you feel like doing anything else.
What can I do after that?
No,
Nothing.
that was pretty
Listen,
incredible.
We're right now debating sweet potatoes. So I'm gonna put this out there. I think we've run out of.
This
things
has
to
been a
talk
pretty crazy night as far as conversation
about.
topics.
I think we need to settle down. Just all taking a breath. Reconvene next week.
Yes, Korlek, you were a good pilot. You dodged many shots.
Yes.
Just what a good pilot does.
Yes. Oh, a reminder to everyone. Sunday, we are doing a Super Bowl
Oh yes.
football European friendly stream. We will be streaming starting at 1 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time.
What the
Shit's getting crazy. We're going to play football games and football games.
Say them the same way. It's funnier.
We're going to play football games and football games.
Yeah, that's funny.
You don't like football?
If you say football games and football games, it's funnier because they're both the same word.
It would be funnier if I said the different one. Is that we're going to play football games and football
Or you could
games.
say you're playing football games and the lame one.
Oh,
And
sure.
See, it still works.
Oh,
the
someone
chat.
just subscribed.
Oh.
Fat Detective. Fat Detective, thank you for subscribing.
Oh, Jay, with a rare shout out.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening ever, but I did it.
You did it, Jay.
I saw it on the screen and it happened.
You did it, Jay. Football and football.
I think saying football the same way both times is the funniest way to do it.
Sure.
Yes.
I liked football and football.
No, that's terrible. That's not a joke.
That is a joke.
No, it's not.
It's a joke-ish. Football and football. Anyway,
And
and some other games.
it's no wonder you failed in stand-up comedy.
Yeah, but I've done other funny things, maybe.
Yeah, sure.
Sunday, early stream is the point of the story. I don't care about this joke anymore.
No,
I predict you're gonna have to drive over to my place and wake me up in time.
I'm not going to. I would like it
do
if
you own an alarm clock?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
The joke is that Rich will have to get up by noon.
that's tough. That's tough.
That's tough for some people, specifically Rich.
I don't even care about the Super Bowl anymore. That Packer game destroyed my soul.
You could come here and play football games with us.
Are you doing it before the Super Bowl or just during the Super Bowl?
I don't. Here's
Because
the
I know
thing.
you don't care about the Super Bowl.
I don't know when the Super Bowl is.
Okay, it's later in the day.
Okay.
A little bit later.
Jay, do you remember when that guy jumped up to grab the ball when he wasn't supposed to? And it,
Oh
and,
God!
and
What?
it bounced off of his face.
What an embarrassment!
Do you remember that?
That was insane.
Do you remember
Ugh.
when the Seahawks had the most spectacular comeback in postseason football history? That a feat, they're never going to forget that.
Yeah.
That's going to be a highlight for years to come when
Absolutely.
people talk about upsets and teams finding a way to lose.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's all. You're right. I know. I understand these things.
You mock the Bears, but
I've never seen.
I think I'd choose my season over yours in hindsight.
No. The Packers had a great season. I will say I watched that last game at a bar. I've never heard a bar get so quiet as when that game was over. It was like dead silence, and everybody was just sitting there like staring at the floor.
Oh no!
Victory!
It was. Oh, that was miserable.
They're saying that the game is at like 6 p.m.
Yeah, it's usually
So,
later.
I don't. We'll talk to the chat if they want us to stop. If they're gonna watch the game, we'll stop it. We'll do whatever you guys want. It'll be crazy town. But we figured because it's European friendly, many of them might not be into American football. We don't know. We're not into American football. I'm not. I don't even know what the Super Bowl is.
It's super.
Yeah. In any case, that's all. We'll be around, and we should leave now.
Yeah.
Make that happen.
I'm gonna make this thing click to be done. Good night, everybody.